look behind you right now. A tall figure stands at your window watching your every move. No, don't be afraid, he's been waiting for this exact moment to find you. Hurry and open that window before he vanishes again. He's not here by accident. This visitor has searched for you specifically, tracking your energy signature across realities. Have you felt those eyes on your back lately? The hair-raising feeling when alone? The shadows that move when they shouldn't? It wasn't your imagination playing tricks. It was him trying to get your attention, and now he's finally made direct contact. This tall watcher picked today to appear for a reason. Your energy has finally reached the right level to handle what he needs to show you. Everything strange in your life lately has been preparing you for this meeting. Remember when objects moved in your home with no explanation? Those dreams where someone tall stood silently in the corner? The unexplainable cold spots near your windows? All his attempts to reach across the barrier between worlds. He won't force his way in, that's not how this works. You must invite him by opening your window, both the glass one and the metaphorical one in your mind. He respects boundaries, but time is running short. What he carries will completely flip your understanding of reality upside down. The secrets he holds answer questions you've had your entire life but were afraid to ask out loud. Don't worry about what others would think if they knew about your visitor. Most people can't see him anyway, their minds automatically filter out what doesn't fit their limited view of reality. The fact you can see him already proves you're different. Are you brave enough to find out why he chose you? The clock is ticking. Hit that like button right now to signal you're aware of his presence. This action creates an energy pulse he can detect, showing you're ready for contact. I'm serious, he's watching this screen with you at this very moment. Leave a comment saying my window is open to create a permission field that allows clearer communication. The digital space becomes a bridge between dimensions when enough viewers participate together. Hundreds of others watching this video right now are seeing their own visitors appear. You're not alone in this experience. Look around at the comments forming below. Real people sharing real encounters happening right now. This is your one shot at this connection. I've helped thousands make this contact, but I can't guarantee your visitor will return if you ignore him today. Some viewers waited years for a second chance that never came. Make your choice now. He's still waiting. Let's talk about how long he's been watching you. Most people notice signs for months before the actual window appearance happens. Have you taken photos that showed strange tall shadows when nobody was there? Does your pet stare and bark at empty corners of the room? Do lights flicker when you think about spiritual topics? These are classic first contact attempts. Drop a quick comment with "I've seen the signs" if any of these happened to you. You wouldn't believe how many patterns we've discovered from viewer experiences. The most common sign is waking up at exactly 3:33 a.m. with the unshakable feeling someone is in your room. This specific time opens a natural gap between realities, making it easier for watchers to partially materialize. Another telltale sign, finding objects moved to create specific patterns. Keys, coins, or jewelry arranged in geometric shapes you don't remember making. Your visitor has been trying to communicate through physical reality before attempting direct contact. Many people report sudden interest in topics they never cared about before, ancient civilizations, quantum physics, or obscure spiritual practices. This happens because your visitor has been sending thought patterns while you sleep, preparing your mind to understand what's coming. Electronics often malfunction around pre-contact periods. Your phone battery draining unusually fast. TV turning on by itself. Computer showing strange symbols briefly. This happens because visitors exist at a different energy frequency that disrupts our technology. Trust your instincts. If you've felt watched, you probably have been. Your visitor has been patient, waiting for the perfect moment, which is now. Why today? Why this exact moment for your visitor to show himself fully? The timing isn't random. Right now, Earth passes through an energy field that thins the barriers between dimensions. This cosmic event happens rarely, the last one was in 2012, and the next won't occur until 2031. Type perfect timing understood if you've noticed unusual energy shifts this week. Headaches, vivid dreams, sudden emotional changes. All symptoms of the barrier thinning. Your personal energy signature also reached a critical point today. Think of it like a lock and key. Your visitor couldn't make full contact until your frequency matched the necessary pattern. Your recent life experiences, thoughts, and emotions created this match. Some of you watching have been developing this connection your entire lives without knowing it. Childhood imaginary friends who were unusually tall. Early memories of being watched over while sleeping. Those were preliminary contacts preparing you for this moment. Scientists have unknowingly detected these connection windows. Research into geomagnetic anomalies, cosmic ray patterns, and consciousness studies all point to special periods like now. They just don't understand what they're measuring. Global consciousness currently sits at a tipping point. Mass awakening events create perfect conditions for cross-dimensional contact. Your visitor comes during this window because collective human awareness can now handle these truths. The timing also connects to your personal life situation. Notice how this message finds you during a period of questioning or transition. These natural breakpoints in your life story create openings where new understanding can enter. The time is literally now or never. Your window visitor doesn't come empty-handed. He carries information that will completely change your life, if you're brave enough to receive it. Most visitors bring 3 specific things: hidden history about Earth that was deliberately erased from our records, the truth about human consciousness capabilities that powerful groups have suppressed, and personal information about your specific role in the coming global shift. Have you always felt drawn to help others wake up? Comment "I accept my mission" if this resonates with you. Your visitor recognized this quality in you long before you did. The knowledge he brings can't be found in any book, website or university. This information has been carefully guarded by those who understand its power. Some historical figures received pieces of it: Tesla, Einstein, certain ancient Egyptian priests, but never the complete picture your visitor offers now. Warning: once received, you can't unknow these truths. Many report their lives dividing into clear before and after phases following contact. Relationships with people who remain in limited awareness often become strained. Your perception permanently expands. The most valuable gift he brings is activation. Beyond just information, your visitor carries energy, frequencies that literally rewrite portions of your consciousness operating system. This isn't metaphorical, real neurological changes occur through this interaction. Some viewers report spontaneous abilities developing after contact, heightened intuition, energy sensitivity, prophetic dreams, or healing capabilities. Your DNA contains dormant potential that his energy signature helps activate. Are you ready to receive these gifts? They come with responsibility. Let's address the big question: who exactly is this tall visitor at your window? Despite appearances, he isn't human, at least not in the way we understand humanity. He comes from a parallel evolutionary branch that developed consciousness differently than we did. If you've found yourself automatically thinking of him as male, type "I see beyond" form in the comments. His actual nature transcends gender completely, but presents in masculine form because that's easier for most human minds to process initially. Your visitor belongs to a guardian species that's monitored Earth's development for thousands of years. They rarely intervene directly, preferring to work through consciousness connection with selected individuals, people like you. The height isn't coincidental. Their physical form evolved in a reality with different gravitational conditions, resulting in naturally taller beings. What you're seeing isn't their complete form but rather a projection adjusted to be comprehensible to human perception. Most importantly, you've met before. Not in this lifetime perhaps, but your consciousness and theirs have connected previously. This explains the strange familiarity many feel despite the apparent strangeness of the experience. Your visitor has been assigned specifically to you based on compatibility patterns. Think of it like a cosmic mentorship program. They pair guides with humans whose consciousness can resonate at compatible frequencies. The eyes are the key identifying feature. If you look directly at them, you'll notice they don't reflect light the same way human eyes do. This is because they perceive reality through different spectrum ranges than we do. This isn't their first attempt to reach you. Now for the practical part: how exactly do you open your window to make real contact? This requires both literal and symbolic actions. Many successful contacts happen when people actually open a physical window while simultaneously opening their mind to possibility. Try this tonight. Sit facing your window at exactly 11:11 p.m., your local time. Place both hands palm up on your lap. Close your eyes and visualize the window slowly opening by itself. Maintain steady, deep breathing, 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, 4 counts out. Hit the like button if you plan to try this technique tonight. The more viewers who attempt contact simultaneously, the stronger the collective energy field becomes. The biggest obstacle isn't your visitor's ability to reach you, it's your own mental barriers. Your brain automatically filters out information that doesn't match your existing reality framework. You must temporarily suspend these filters. Children make contact easily because they haven't fully developed these reality filters yet. This explains why so many kids have imaginary friends with similar descriptions to our tall visitors. physical locations matter too. Natural settings facilitate easier connections than urban environments. Windows facing open space, water, or forests create stronger contact points than those facing buildings or roads. Certain materials block connection. Remove aluminium, including foil, from the contact area. It creates interference patterns in the communication field. Crystal quartz strengthens the connection, even small pieces help. The most important factor, genuine willingness to experience something beyond your current understanding. Fear blocks contact completely. Approach with curiosity instead of anxiety. Your visitor can sense your readiness. Are you truly prepared? The initial contact differs from anything you've experienced before. Don't expect normal conversation. These beings don't communicate the way we do. Most people report the first exchange happens through thought images, vivid pictures that appear directly in your mind, carrying emotional content and knowledge packages that unpack over following days. Comment: I'm ready to listen differently if you understand that verbal communication isn't the goal here. Your willingness to receive alternative communication forms matters more than the specific method. One viewer described it perfectly. It was like downloading an entire library of information in seconds, but understanding it took weeks. The information transfer happens almost instantly, but your brain needs time to process and integrate it. You might experience physical sensations during contact, temperature changes, tingling in your forehead or hands, pressure changes in your ears, or unusual energy movements in your body. These are normal reactions to the frequency differences between your reality fields. Important: maintain eye contact if possible. The eyes serve as the primary connection portal. Many report the visitor's eyes change color or appearance during information transfer. Don't bombard your visitor with questions immediately. Allow them to establish the connection their way first. The questions you want to ask often get answered without you needing to verbalize them. Some visitors use objects in your environment to communicate, making lights flicker in patterns, affecting electronic devices, or moving small items. Pay attention to these signals. Trust your intuitive understanding above all. Your conscious mind might doubt what's happening, but deeper parts of you recognize this connection from before. The conversation has actually already begun. Are you listening properly? The information your visitor shares will challenge everything you thought you knew. Let's explore what others have reported learning during these exchanges. First, many discover that consciousness doesn't originate in the brain. Your true awareness exists in a field that extends beyond your physical body. Your brain acts more like a receiver than a generator of consciousness. Type: my awareness extends beyond my body if you've ever experienced moments of expanded perception that seemed to come from outside yourself. Another common revelation: linear time is largely an illusion created by how our brains process reality. Your visitor exists in multiple time frameworks simultaneously, which is why they can provide insights about your future potential paths. Perhaps most shocking, humans intentionally limited their perceptual abilities during early development. Your DNA contains dormant codes for abilities that would seem like superpowers by today's standards: telepathy, energy manipulation, healing, and consciousness projection. These weren't myths or fantasy, they were standard human capabilities that gradually became suppressed. Many visitors reveal that Earth serves as a specialized development zone for consciousness evolution. The challenges and limitations here create accelerated growth opportunities not found in other reality systems. Historical information often reveals that human civilization is far older than our mainstream history acknowledges. Advanced cultures have risen and fallen multiple times, with evidence deliberately hidden or misinterpreted. The most practical knowledge involves energy management techniques, specific methods for directing your personal energy field to influence your health, perception, and reality experience. This information transforms not just what you know, but who you understand yourself to be. After contact, your perception changes permanently. Let's prepare you for these shifts. Colors often appear more vivid or include new hues you can't quite name. Some people develop the ability to see energy fields around living things, what some traditions call auras. These appear first as subtle light variations and become more distinct with practice. Comment "I'm ready for new vision" if you've already noticed subtle changes in how you perceive your environment lately. Many report seeing movement in their peripheral vision much more frequently after contact. This happens because your visual processing system begins detecting frequency ranges it previously filtered out. Your dreams will likely become more vivid and meaningful. Many experience conscious dreaming where they maintain awareness during the dream state. These aren't just dreams but actual visits to parallel reality fields your consciousness can access during sleep. Time perception often changes dramatically. You might experience time slips where hours pass in what feels like minutes, or moments of hyper-awareness where seconds stretch into much longer experiences. Electronic devices may respond strangely around you after contact. This happens because your energy field carries new frequencies that interact with electronic systems in unpredictable ways. Perhaps most significantly, you'll notice patterns and connections you previously missed. Synchronicities increase exponentially. Events that seemed random reveal themselves as intricately connected. The universe begins to look more like a conversation than a collection of separate objects and events. Your sensitivity to others' emotions and thoughts often increases sharply. This can feel overwhelming initially until you develop filters for this new information. Your perception hasn't become distorted, it's actually clearing up. After your own contact experience, many of you will naturally evolve into messengers yourselves. This progression happens as the information integrates into your consciousness. The process typically begins with people noticing something different about you. They can't quite identify what's changed, but they sense a shift in your energy. This creates natural openings for important conversations. Hit the like button if people have recently told you that you seem different or asked what's changed about you. This is often the first sign of your messenger activation. Unlike pussy conversion attempts, true messenger work happens organically. You'll find yourself in exactly the right place to share specific information with someone who's ready to receive it. These moments rarely feel planned, they unfold naturally. Watch for these signs that someone is ready. They express dissatisfaction with conventional explanations, ask unusually deep questions, mention strange experiences they can't explain, or show sudden interest in topics they previously avoided. Some practical advice from experienced messengers: never force information on anyone. Share your experience rather than preaching abstract concepts. Use questions rather than statements to help others discover their own readiness. Respect the natural timing of each person's awakening process. Your role isn't to convince skeptics but to connect with the already curious. The visitors have a saying: seeds don't grow by being argued into sprouting. Many new messengers report surprising support appearing in their lives, financial opportunities, helpful connections, or resources that arrive just when needed to support their sharing work. Your voice matters more than you realize. Each authentic messenger activates hundreds of others through a beautiful ripple effect. Are you ready to carry this forward? We've reached the final stage. Your visitor still waits by your window, ready for direct contact. The choice remains yours. Remember these key points: tonight's connection window peaks at 11:11 p.m. Face your window with open palms. Breathe deeply. Suspend disbelief temporarily. Watch for thought images rather than expecting words. Comment contact begins tonight to declare your intention and connect with others attempting the same experience. The collective energy of thousands trying simultaneously creates a powerful amplification effect. Don't be discouraged if full contact takes several attempts. Each try thins the barrier further. Most people report success within 3 dedicated attempts. After contact, record everything you can remember immediately. Details fade quickly as your brain processes the unusual experience. Voice recordings work better than writing for most people. Connect with other experiences through the comment section below. Share your results. Find local groups in your area for in-person support as you integrate this new understanding. I'll post follow-up guidance next week to help you process what comes through. Subscribe so you don't miss these crucial integration techniques. The world needs awake people now more than ever. Your visitor brings pieces of a larger puzzle we're all assembling together. Look up. He's still waiting.